Thank you, Kishi. Thank you. Something actually happened in this chapter. Naruto 606 Dream World. And like I said, something happens. Yes, it's still the Obito flashbacks, but finally we're getting somewhere. So it starts off with him standing in that sea of blood, and he remembers a conversation he had with the old Madara, where he tells him that in this world there are both light and shadows. It's a relationship that can't be avoided. And Obito keeps remembering that Madara and the Zetsu clones have told him that Madara wants to make a world where in it you can have what you want, where you can only have good things, you can make whatever you want happen. And he tries to touch Rin, but he goes straight through her, and then he can touch her, so that's got to be his Kamui ability coming in, I presume. And so she's long dead now. And he remembers, in this world, you can even make people come back to life. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting serious Anakin Skywalker vibes off of this. It's like the whole you can save her, you can keep her alive thing all over again, just become evil for me. But yeah, I mean, the imagery is really good, actually, still. It's really kind of morbid and like macabre, but at the same time it's pretty cool. Because like he's cradling this dead body and he's like, I will create a world where you're alive. And you know, he's losing it a bit, but I don't think he's gone the whole screw loose yet. And he kind of takes a look at Kakashi lying dead on the, well, not dead, not dead, but he's out cold on the floor. And he remembers Kakashi punching a hole in her. And so he returns to Madara. And he explains why he came back. He wants to bring Rin back to life. And this is all very convenient. Rin happened to get killed in these strange circumstances when Madara, near Madara's hideout, when the Zetsus happened to see it. So, you know, it's a bit maybe far-fetched that Obito hasn't cottoned on, but I presume he's probably blinded with agony and sorrow. So Madara says he hoped no one saw him, and Zetsu replies that only Zetsu saw him because Obito killed everyone else. But Zetsu comments that he left Kakashi alive for some reason. Why did he do that? And Obito said he left him alive because he doesn't care if he dies or not. Kakashi will be in the world they're going to create anyway, and so will Rin. And so he basically just, at the moment, he's not working for Madara as such. He wants Madara to tell him what to do, tell him how to make this world. And so Madara says he doesn't need him to thank him anymore because he's done what he wanted, what Madara wanted him to do. Madara has successfully started to warp him completely. So Madara says that starting from today, you are the Saviour. And he says to look him in the eyes, and he falls into Madara's genjutsu. It's a completely blank white canvas, basically. He can create whatever he wants, and he can control it. And you see the young Madara, and he's connected to the Meizo, and with this genjutsu, he can create a world completely how he wants it. And he just casts this genjutsu on anyone and pulls them into the world. So what we've got here is a blank canvas, the beginning of the Moon's Eye plan. This is the basis for the plan. And so by using the moon, he can cast the genjutsu across the earth. And with that, the whole place will just be covered in his power. So then we get a flashback inside a flashback. And they're spying on Nagato. I'm sorry, this isn't a flashback, this is a continuation. They're spying on Nagato, and Obito says that he's talking with the Zetsu that's still surrounding him. And he says that, is that Madara's Rinnegan? But apparently it's Madara's real eyes. He transplanted them on him when he was still a boy without him realising it. So, obviously this is what it meant when Madara said, I gave Nagato the Rinnegan. And so when Obito tells this to Conan, presumably he's just taking it off the basis of what Zetsu told him back here. So, according to Zetsu, Nagato is the only person who's able to summon the Gedo Mazuts as well as Madara. And so Madara was able to get his hands on Hashirama Senju's cells, and Nagato's from the Senju lineage. And so, when he got near to the end of his life, Madara awakened the Rinnegan, and at the same time he was able to summon the empty shell of the Jubi from the stone it was sealed into. So this is the Ten Tails, and it's called the Gate of Imazo. And apparently its sealing stone is the moon. So he makes the shell into a catalyst, and it cultivates Hashirama's cells. Like I said, there was quite a lot going on in this chapter, so just bear with me. And so we knew this we kind of knew this already, that the Zetsu clones were basically clones of Hashirama, but not as powerful. So, but you can't awaken the Rinnegan without having both the Uchihas and the Senju's power. And then you can't handle the Meizo properly either. So half of Obito's body is made of Senju cells. So technically he could awaken the Rinnegan, but even if he doesn't, he can control the Ten Tails. So they befriend Nagato, and this is obviously when they begin to create Akatsuki, because we know that Obito is the one who formed Akatsuki in the first place. So the reason Zetsu is half black, half white is because Madara put his will inside it, and he considers half of it to be him. And a black pole appears, and that is his will in a physical form. And so Madara breaks off from the life force that he was holding, and he looks like he's going to die. He's going to die now, because he says that he's going to revive soon. So he does predict a revival, and then basically we see the startings of Akatsuki. Nagato says, "Who are you?" And Zetsu and Obito, under the Toby guise pretty much now, says he's Madara Uchiha. So this is the beginning of Akatsuki. Obito is Toby. He is excuse me, he is pretending to be Madara. And this is when the story begins. This is when Akatsuki begins. So we have come full circle. I do find it a bit strange. I presume that while they've been acting out this plan, Obito has been getting crazier and crazier, because at the moment he doesn't seem that crazy to me. He doesn't seem kind of, I want to destroy the world crazy yet, like he is in the present timeline. So I presume we'll see something about that. I'm going to give this chapter an 8. Good chapter at last. We had a flashback full of stuff, rammed full of stuff, this one was. So yeah, it's a little uneven. But yeah, it was really good, it was really enjoyable. We got quite a few answers, and now we're back to the beginning of Akatsuki's storyline. So, let me know what you think below. What did you think of the chapter? Did it meet your expectations? Did you enjoy Obito's flashbacks? I doubt they're over, personally, but we don't know. So yeah, let me know. Do you think Obito really seems that crazy, or do you think there's possibly more insanity yet to come? But yeah, I'll catch you next time for Fairy Tail, guys. Hopefully it won't be so late. Till then, see you later.